Hello person watching this video. My name is Neko, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokémon Yellow. In the last episode, we made our way across the road leading to Mt.Moon, and we bought a bunch of trainers on our way there. Now, last time I said I wanted to do some training, and I did just that. If we take a look at our Pokémon, they all grew up quite a bit. Picard is now level 15, Nina has grown to level 14, Rick is level 13, Ringo 13 as well, Nino 13, and Lee is all the way up to 14. A couple of them have learned some new moves. If we take a look, Picard learned Double Team, and Nina learned Double Kick. Rick has yet to learn Hyper Fang, however. Ringo has learned Poison Powder. Nino has also learned Double Kick. And Lee, he's still the same. He has his low kick attack, which is extremely useful. So, with all that training that we did, I think it's time to make our way to Mt.Moon. We have a long journey across the mountain to do. But first, let's make a quick stop here at the Pokémon Center. There's a gentleman you can meet. Right here. Hello there! Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for just 500 Pokédollars. What do you say? Now, we have 1600 Pokédollars, and 500 for a Magikarp is a bit much considering how common it is. So, I was debating with myself whether I should do it or not. And then I figured, you know what? Why not? If I'm going to have a Magikarp, I want it to be a special one. So I'll buy that one. And we're going to give it a nickname. Magikarp will be called Typhoon. And it's been transferred to my storage, along with Pidgey. Now these Pokemon I want to train eventually, so we'll keep them in storage for now. But trust me, they will get to see some action later on. I like to have a rotation on my team, I don't stick to just 6. So even if my team is full right now, don't worry. You're going to see a lot more different Pokemon as we move on. And here we are in Mt.Moon, the dark cave that we need to explore. Now there's a lot of nasty wild Pokemon in here called Zubats, and Picard will be the man for the job when it comes to dealing with these guys. Zubats don't like Picard's electric shock that much. Here comes the first one. It's level 8. I'm thinking of catching this one, so I'm going to go easy on it. We'll use a Thunder Wave first to paralyze it, just to increase the odds of actually catching it, and then I'll weaken it with a quick attack. Zubat's special attack is called Leech Life, and basically it sucks a little bit of life away from you to heal its own HP. It's not a very strong move, but it's annoying. It's a bug type move if I remember correctly. Well, let's go with the Pokeball. Let's catch that Zubat. And there you go! Zubat was caught in a blue Pokeball. Let's see what the Pokédex has to say. Emits ultrasonic cries while it flies. They act as a sonar used to check for objects in its way. And we're going to call Zubat Barbara. Here you go. Barbara was transferred to someone's PC. Someone left an item here. It's a TM. Let's see which one it is. Water Gun, a very useful attack. Who can learn it? Rick can learn Water Gun, surprisingly enough. But I'm not sure I want to teach it to Rick. I'm going to keep it for now. I have a good idea of what Pokemon I'd like to teach it to, so let's just keep it. And here we have another potion. Let's see how many we have for now. We only have one. It's going to be extremely useful to keep that one. Picard is level 15. I'm not sure I want him to be the one to partake in that battle. I'd love someone else to see some action, so let's switch to Rick. Suspicious men are in the cave. What about you? He must be talking about these thieves. I remember reading a poster in Pewter City talking about thieves in the mountain. Oh, it's a Weedle. Maybe we'll get poisoned for the first time here. We have to be careful. If it does happen, I have everything I need to heal up anyway. Don't worry, Rick. One more hit. I'm going to use Tackle instead. I'm pretty sure we're faster than Weedle. Alright, that's one down. And its next Pokemon is a Kakuna. Much easier. We don't have to worry about the poison sting if it's Kakuna. Alright, let's keep it up. Even if it uses Harden, it's no problem. This really isn't much of a challenge for Rick. Oh, a critical hit! Just at the right time to make this battle a bit shorter. That gave us some good experience too. What do you have to say? I saw them! I'm sure they're from Team Rocket! Team Rocket. Interesting. This is going to be our first introduction to Team Rocket in this game. They've been hinted at a bit earlier, and now we're actually going to meet them. Oh, what is that girl doing here? What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. In this cave. Do they know where you are, or is this a hide-and-seek type situation? It's a Clefairy. Clefairy is an extremely rare Pokemon. We can find them here in Mt.Moon, but the odds are extremely slim. I'd love to catch one. I always wanted to train Clefairy, and I figured this Let's Play was a great opportunity to do it. I'm just going to paralyze it and use Double Team to increase my chances because Clefairy can resist Thunder Shock very well. It's got a high special stat, which is why I kept that Water Gun TM. I'd love to teach it to Clefairy. And now Picard fell asleep. And woke up right away. Whoa, we got lucky. We only were asleep for one round. That's the spirit, Picard. Keep it up. We can't lose to that Clefairy. What an adorable Pokemon. Wow, Picard resisted the song. I'm going to finish it off with a quick attack. Ouch, that was a nasty hit. Go, Picard, quick attack. Critical hit on top of that. Good job, Picard. 200 experience points, just like that. I lost? Phew, that was rough. Luckily, we're still at the entrance of the cave, so we can use that to our advantage and go heal up at the Pokémon Center. I'm not going to waste an item if we're this close to the Pokémon Center, that's for sure. I don't know if we can hear this over the mic, but right now my two cats are playing tag with each other. I guess I'll see when I check the recording later on. If you hear some strange sounds, it's my cats playing tag. Let's make our way back into the cave. Oh, another wild Pokemon encounter. And it's Zubat, surprising no one. We're going to have to deal with a lot of these, but it's decent experience and they're no big deal for Picard. At least we get rid of them easily. Oh, another one right away. I don't know how lucky I'll be with the random encounters here. Zubat is not the only Pokemon you can come across in here. Of course, there's Clefairy, like I said earlier, but there's also other Pokemon you can find. And if I do find them, I'd love to catch all of them. You never know. I remember how long it took me to get through Mt.Moon the first time. My goodness, I got so lost. In the end, I ended up using the map that was provided in the Pokémon Power magazine. Now I remember the layout by heart. It's actually quite a simple cave. I don't know if what you're about to encounter changes if you're in these tunnels, or if you're at the surface of Mt.Moon. Maybe the odds are slightly different when you're down here. Let's see, what have we got here? An HP up item. This item permanently increases the HP of one of your Pokémon. And because Picard is the one certain permanent member of the team, I'm going to use it on Picard. Once I'm more sure about which Pokémon I'll be taking with me to the league, maybe I'll start using these items on other Pokémon, but for now let's stick to Picard. And here we have our first member of Team Rocket. We Team Rocket are Pokémon gangsters. So there he is, a Rocket Grunt with his whip. A Rocket sent out Sandshrew. This is not a good mix-up. Thundershock will have no effect on Sandshrew, so let's switch. I'm going to switch to Ringo. Ringo's Confusion attack has proven itself useful during the Pewter City gym, so I'm going to use it again here. Oh yes, that's some very good damage. This is all we need. Every time I say the word damage now, I think back to the Flex Tape infomercial. That's a lot of damage! I learned about it by watching Jontron's video. It was so funny. Though I have to admit, it's probably more efficient than Jontron lets you believe. When he uses the Flex Tape on his sink and on his shower, of course it's not gonna work efficiently because the water pressure is on. In the infomercial, when they showed Flex Tape, they used it on a leak, not an actual open sink. Still, I'd love to see it in action just once. It's a pretty funny product. Though I doubt you could fix a boat with it. I'm kinda skeptical about that one. Finally, Rick learned Hyper Fang. Now we're in business. I think we're about to test Hyper Fang on this Zubat. I just hope it doesn't confuse us with Supersonic. There you go, and Zubat flinched. Hyper Fang, like most bite attack in the games, has a probability of making your opponent flinch, which is extremely useful because it makes them skip a turn. Good job, Rick, I'm so proud of you. There you go, Team Rocket. That's what you get for messing with me. Friggin' bullies. I always thought Team Rocket was kind of a sad concept. They're actually pretty crappy trainers. They think they're so powerful. What have we got down here? Oh, there's an item. I'm going to fight these trainers, of course. I just wanted to see if there was an item lying around. I don't like being interrupted as I explore, so sometimes I like to take the time to go around the trainers, explore, and then go fight them. It just allows me to keep my sense of direction better. Here we have another potion. Fantastic. What do you think, Pikachu? Oh, you're jumping! Oh, he's in a great mood. Well, I guess it's to be expected after all that training we did and all those Zubat you just beat. You must be feeling invincible. Let's fight this guy. Let's see. Who should I open the battle with? I'm going to open the fight with Nino. He's falling behind and he needs the experience. What? Don't sneak up on me! I remember this guy being a nerd. Yeah, that's it. A super nerd. Super nerd sent out Magnemite. Oh, an electric type. Well, let's see how strong Horn Attack is against Magnemite. It's pretty decent. I'm going to experiment and use Double Kick now. Oh, a critical hit. Of course that's going to be stronger, but it doesn't give us an idea of how strong it would have been at normal power. Let's just finish it off with Tackle. It's more than enough. And its other Pokemon is Voltorb. Huh, Magnemite and Voltorb. I should have seen that coming. It's interesting because these two are electric type, but this early in the game, neither of them know any electric attacks, so you don't have to worry about that. However, they do learn a very nasty move called what's it called again? Sonic Boom. There you go. Sonic Boom, regardless of your Pokemon's defense stat or its type, it will always do a clean 20 damage. And this can get really nasty, especially if you're training very low level Pokemon. Because see, Nino is level 14 and it only has 42. So in its current state, it could take Sonic Boom only twice before being in the red. And the problem with Magnemite and Voltorb is that they're really fast, so the odds of them using Sonic Boom on you really quickly are very high. You have to be careful of stuff like that. Now I realize I forgot to switch Picard back to the lead of my team, so Nino will have to take care of that Zubat for us. Luckily, Zubat's Leech Life... Oh! It didn't use Leech Life on me, it used Supersonic. I could go for an attack, but there's a chance that Nino will attack itself. Let's test our luck. If he does attack himself... Yes, okay, so he did. If he does do that, I'm going to switch around. I don't want Nino to damage himself. He's already taken quite a hit, and that's just a wild Pokemon. We have to be prudent. Judging from this, I'm looking at the timer right now, and I think I'm going to make Mt.Moon into 2 different episodes. If I do another 45-minute episode, it's going to be so long to upload. Though then again, why not? 2-parters are no fun. Maybe I'll do it all in one shot. It depends how long it takes. So here's another bug catcher. Nino should be fine taking that guy on. Nino's got a great defensive stat anyway, so... Still, I'm starting to be a bit low on HP. I'd love to use a potion next turn. My goodness, my cats are getting so excited right now. Sometimes they play a bit rough, especially Luna. Picard is more of a peaceful kind of cat, but Luna can get nasty if she wants to. She plays kinda tough. Alright, one more horn attack. Oh, level 15! Nino, in such a short time, went from being the one who was falling behind to being my strongest. I think it's time to switch around. After all, Ringo is still level 13. But I don't want to use Psychic-type attacks on a Bug-type Pokemon. It's not very useful. I'll switch to Picard again. It's nice to keep Picard in the lead. After all, he is my starter Pokemon. And because Pikachu will never evolve in this playthrough, it's important to keep it at a high level. In the beginning of the game, he's strong, but when you reach the end game, he's going to start falling behind unless you give him some good moves and you level him up properly. But don't worry, I'll keep him on my team the whole way through. After all, this wouldn't be Pokémon Yellow if I didn't. Let's see what items we can find here. Oh! I got attacked. And it's Geodude! Alright, something else I can catch. Now, if I want to damage this Geodude, what should I do? I think I'm going to go for the Confusion attack with Ringo. I don't think it's strong enough to take it down in one hit, so this should be just enough to catch it. Unless I get very unlucky and I end up confusing Geodude. Oh my goodness. Or a critical hit. That was almost too much. I don't think it's going to put up much of a fight in the Pokeball. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see what the Pokédex has to say about Geodude. Commonly found near mountain trails. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. I can imagine that. Should we give a nickname to Geodude? Yep. Geodude is going to be called... I wonder if it fits. I'll give it a shot. Geodudette. It's a female. Oh, a rare candy. I should keep this item. It allows you to level up one of your Pokemon instantly. But because we're such low levels, getting experience is very easy. Once we reach a later point in the game, this item will be extremely useful because then I'm going to need a lot more experience to level up. Now we find an escape rope. Escape rope is an item that lets you get out of a dungeon instantly. If you are starting to be low on HP and you want to warp back to the exit without getting all of your Pokemon knocked out, escape rope is the item for you. That almost sounded like a commercial. Feeling low on HP? Stuck in a cave? Then escape rope is the item for you! Oh, another Geodude. This time, Nino, let's go all out. Use your double kick attack. Super effective! When I considered my options for fighting Brock, I was debating whether to have Nidoran learn double kick and use it on Brock, having Mankey learn low kick, or Ringo with confusion. In the end, it ended up going with Ringo, but it could have been either solution. Let's heal up Nino and switch things around. I remember that the next trainer uses poison types, so I'm going to switch Ringo all the way to the top. This girl here. Once we get the chance to fight her, I'll show you what poison type she has. Having Ringo at the top of my team like that is not a bad choice, considering what we're fighting in here, because Zubat is also a poison type, so Confusion is just as good as Thundershock. To train Picard and Ringo, Mt.Moon is very good. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. That's not that big a cave, really. Once you know the layout. Oddish. I would love to catch Oddish later on. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. I love it and all of its evolutions. So, once we make our way out of Mt.Moon, I'll try to catch Oddish and train it. I've always been a big fan of grass types. I guess if I had a Pokemon gym of my own, I'd love to make it a grass type gym. Or at the very least, I would join Erika's gym as one of its trainers. There you go, level 14. Are we gonna learn something again? Yep. We're learning Stun Spore this time. I think that at level 15 we're going to learn Sleep Powder too. Let's get rid of String Shot because String Shot's purpose is to lower your opponent's speed, but Stun Spore is a lot better because not only does it lower their speed, but it also paralyzes them. And the next one is Bellsprout, another grass and poison type. So let's stick to Ringo for now. Ringo is the perfect man for the job for fighting grass types. There you go, a critical hit, one shot. I always liked Oddish more than Bellsprout, but Bellsprout has a pretty decent moveset too. Both of them are great Pokemon. Actually, it happened more than once that I had both of them on my team. I remember always getting Bellsprout in a trade from someone with the blue version, usually my mother or John Eric. Let's see here. Oh, Pikachu is so happy. It's good to see him like that. Once we make it to Cerulean City, him being all happy and stuff will be actually very useful to us for a little side quest. Or I don't know if you could call it a side quest. More like a reward we'll be getting because Pikachu's in a good mood. Another Team Rocket member here. Who should we use to fight him? I think Rick is itching for a fight again. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid! I wonder what they're doing in Mt.Moon. I guess Team Rocket is looking for fossils. Can you imagine if Team Rocket revives all these fossils and they have an army of prehistoric Pokémon? That would be pretty bad. Yeah, this is an easy battle for Rick. Now that Rick has Hyper Fang, I'm frequently going to alternate between using Hyper Fang and Quick Attack. You start the battle with Hyper Fang and then you finish them off with Quick Attack. Oh, and Ekans. I have to admit, if I was a little mouse Pokemon like Rick, I'd get pretty freaked out fighting a huge snake like Ekans. Just looking at the food chain, it's not looking good for Rick, especially if it gets constricted like that. Once a snake constricts a mouse, you know what comes next. You have to get out of that, Rick. Come on, Quick Attack, you're faster than that snake. There you go. It is possible for a mouse to fight back if it gets attacked by a snake, of course. Usually the mouse will go for the snake's eyes, just to stagger them and give themselves just enough time to escape. That's why usually people who have snake as pets don't like giving live prey to the snake. You don't want the prey to fight back and, well, blind your pet. We find TM01. Let's see. It's Mega Punch. Mega Punch, another extremely useful move. I could teach it to Picard or Lee, but there's still another Pokemon I'd love to teach it to. I will admit it, I'd love to teach it to a Clefairy. If I do find Clefairy, I want to teach it Mega Punch and Water Gun. That would be its starting moveset. But that's only if I do find Clefairy. It's extremely rare, so the odds of that are pretty slim. Alright. Things are going well, except if I miss. I didn't want Rick to fight Geodude because fighting a rock type with a normal type is not the best. It's not optimal, as you would say. I think I'm going to switch back to Ringo as my team leader right now. Okay. Oh, we have to fight a bug catcher soon. I guess I could keep Ringo up there. With that level gap, Ringo should be fine, even against bug types. It's just I don't like using Psychic type attacks on bug Pokemon. It's not very efficient. No, let's switch around. It's not a good mix. Who should go? How about Nina? She needs some training too. Oh, another wild encounter just before the trainer. And it's another Zubat, of course. Well, let's go for the scratch. As long as Zubat doesn't use Supersonic, we'll be fine. Zubat is kind of an interesting Pokemon to train. It starts off very weak, only knowing Leech Life, but quickly enough it learns Bite, which is a fantastic move to use all throughout the game. And it learns a lot of status effect kind of moves, like Supersonic. So usually you'll start off the fight by using Supersonic just to make it likely for your opponent to attack itself instead of you. And then you'll go for Bite, so you have a chance to make the opponent flinch. It's a great mix having a confused and flinched opponent. Here comes Rattata. This should be easy. Nina, use Double Kick. What a fantastic move to have. It's so useful against normal types and rock types. 120 experience per Rattata. That's going to pay a lot. I'm glad I chose Nina for that battle. My goodness. So strong. And here I was saying Nina was a defensive kind of Pokemon. She's got some decent attack right there. If that's going to be a Zubat, then let's switch around. I don't want Nina to take more damage. We still have a lot of work to do in the cave, and I don't want my Pokemon to get exhausted. Let's play it smart. I don't think I'll have to go back to the Pokémon Center. If I play my cards right, I should be able to finish the cave in one go without having to walk back to the entrance. It depends also on how many encounters I get, because these can start chipping away at your strength, but this Zubat is only level 6. Nothing to worry about. We can finish them off in 2 hits, so it should be alright. I can't believe we've already hit the 31-minute mark. Well, I said I would do all one big episode for Mt.Moon, and that's just what I'm gonna do. Who cares if it takes me like an hour to upload it, right? At least you'll get some good content. Well, I sure hope it's good content. One thing I'm trying to be careful of when I record these is the lip clicking sound. Sometimes when I talk, this little annoying sound happens. It's something I try to avoid doing at all costs, but it's kind of impossible to completely avoid it. Don't mean to get all meta and break the fourth wall like that, but it's something I have to be careful of recording these. And now we're up to level 15! That was a great stat boost she got. How about we could switch to Nino. Let's give Nina a little bit of rest. I want to get Nino to level 16 as well. It would be great if by the end of Mt.Moon both Nino and Nina were level 16. I think it's possible, if we keep fighting rock types like these. Oh, he's got an Onix. This is good. This is perfect training for Nino. Brock's Onix was taken down by Ringo, and this Onix will be taken down by Nino. It's a great way to demonstrate just how the battle could have gone if I had had Nino instead. I'm looking at the amount of damage that double kick does here, and I realize I don't think it would have been a good mix-up fighting Brock's Onix with it, just because Brock uses Bide, and look at the level difference. That Onix was level 10 and I'm level 15, and I only did that much damage. If I had been around level 10 as well, I never could have defeated it with that double kick. Now that I think about it, I don't even think I would have had double kick at level 10. And here we go, level 16, just like we planned. Now it's time to train Nina. Oh, Nino is evolving? Oh, what a great surprise! I didn't remember it was leveling up, it was evolving at level 16. Nino the Nidorino. Cool, let's see here. Nino the Nidorino. Oh my gosh, look at those stats! 31 attack and 31 speed. That's fantastic. Well, this guy will pack a serious punch. Well, let's try to do the same with Nina when we get the chance. I don't want Nina to be the team leader though, unless I still have one potion left, so let's heal her up. That way she can keep going for a little bit. Before we use that ladder, we have to grab this. There's an item in the corner here, and it's very useful. Well, I say it's very useful. It's a very specific use kind of item, and you'll see what it is in just a moment. It will come in handy if we do catch a Clefairy, which I really hope we will. But who knows? It's like searching for a Pikachu in Viridian Forest. The odds are always against you. The item that was here was a Moonstone. And Moonstone is absolutely necessary to make your Clefairy evolve into Clefable. Let's keep training Nina. We want Nina to reach level 16, just like her brother Nino. Keep it up. 2 more attacks. Or 1. Wow, actually, pretty good. Alright, last tunnel. And then, after this tunnel, it's the last section of the cave. No more detours, we're going straight for the exit. Oh, there's members of Team Rocket around here. Are you up to the challenge, Nina? Yeah. I remember in Red and Blue, this guy had a very overpowered Raticate. But since this is Yellow, they probably changed it to something more reasonable. Oh, he's got 2 Pokemon instead of 1. Oh, okay. He's got 2 Rattata. While I say the second one is a Rattata, I shouldn't assume stuff like that. I might be wrong. Let's see. The second one, oh, it's a Zubat. Should I keep Nina out? I really want her to get some experience, but fighting a Zubat, I'm not sure this is a good mix-up, so let's do the switching. She'll still get some experience out of it anyway. I can't wait to be out of that cave. I'd love that recording to be less than 45 minutes long, but who knows how long that will take. Sorry if I went quiet there for a moment, but I had to yawn. A major, long yawn. And if I made you yawn talking about it, I'm sorry. Unless you're watching this while going to sleep, in which case I don't think yawning is an issue. Oh, Nina grew to level 16. Just like we wanted. By the way, look at that Rock and Grunt sprite. Look at its hand. Isn't it kind of ugly? I mean, not the one holding the whip, but the other one. Anyway. Nina is evolving? Oh yeah. There she goes. Just like her brother, Nina evolved into Nidorina. Nina the Nidorina. Ah, I see. So her defense stat is higher than Nidorino. Interesting. I was right about that then. Okay, that's enough training, Nina. Let's switch Picard back to the top. Nina and Nino have went through some really good training. By the way, I say that the Moonstone is useful for evolving Clefairy into Clefable, but there's another use for it. We can use the Moonstone to evolve Nino and Nina into their final forms. But I'm not going to do that just yet. The reason for that is that once you evolve them into their final form, they stop learning new moves. So I want them to learn a whole bunch of other attacks before I evolve them. When I do evolve them, however, they will become such powerhouses. Not a good mix. Let's switch to Ringo again. I should save Ringo's strength though, because we're going to be fighting some poison types soon, and I would love to have those psychic type moves available. I have to play it smart and keep the moves I need. Well, let's see how things go. For now, Picard is doing well. Ringo is starting to be on the weak side though, and I think I ran out of healing items. I'll have to be careful. Let's keep our team the way it is for now. At least when we encounter Zubat, it's no issue. Picard can easily dispose of them by now. Even a strong level 10 Zubat. I don't know if I can take it down in one hit though. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, let's keep it up. Another, oh, level 11, this one. Okay. Can I one-shot it? Yep. We're almost at the exit, guys. Okay. I remember that there's a tough battle coming. We're going to find some Pokémon fossils. And we're going to have to fight a super nerd for them. Or at least for one of them. But before we grab the fossils, I'd love to grab an item. Something I completely forgot was there until I was reminded yesterday by a friend. Something here. Another moonstone. Very useful to find that right now. I think there's 4 moonstones in the game, so we already have 2 of them. Now this guy, I remember him having a poison type and an electric type. Hey, stop! I found these fossils! They're both mine! Okay, that's kind of selfish. Super Nerd wants to fight. Well, okay, I say it's selfish. Truth be told, at least he's the one who found them, so yeah, I guess he should keep them. It's actually pretty nice of him to share with you once you beat him in a Pokemon battle. I never really thought of it that way before. The game kinda makes it look like he's selfish for keeping fossils that are not supposed to belong to anybody, but he did find them. So Ringo wants to learn Sleep Powder. I'd love to have that move. Having a move that allows you to put your opponent to sleep is extremely useful. And I'm going to get rid of Stun Spore. Because Pikachu knows Thunder Wave, so I have no reason to keep Stun Spore. I already have someone on my team who can paralyze opponents after all, but I have no one who could put them to sleep. Now Ringo can. So now we have to fight Voltorb. I'm going to switch around. I'm going to switch to Lee. I think low kick should do the trick. I don't know how strong it will be, so let's experiment a little bit and use low kick. Let's kick that ball around. I just imagine Voltorb bouncing all over the place after getting kicked. It's kind of defenseless. Now with Bit New Sonic Boom, it would be a different story, right? There you go, level 15. We're growing quite nicely. And we learned Karate Chop, finally. Now it's Coughing's turn. So that's why we need to keep Ringo. I have to be careful, however, because Ringo is a pure bug type. Well, it's a bug flying type. If Coughing uses a poison type move on us, it could be very nasty. But it looks like we got lucky. Here you go, you fought well, Ringo. Get some rest, you look tired. I'm really proud of you. Okay, I'll share. Aw, thank you. We'll each take one. No being greedy. See, I said he was selfish, and just now he proved me wrong. Now, I'm going to take... let's see. The Dome Fossil would give us Kabuto later on. And Kabuto evolves into Kabutops. Strangely enough, one of the fossils that we saw at the Pewter City Museum. And this is the Helix Fossil, which evolves into the famous Helix God Pokemon, Ammonite. I'm not too much of a fan of Ammonite, so I'm going to go for Kabuto. Oh, Pikachu got out of the way. That's a nice touch. Oh, he's so happy. Yeah, we won! Alright, we're almost at the exit. One last final push and one last chance to find this Clefairy. Let's switch to Rick. Rick needs to get some battle experience. Alright, the exit is right there. Let's go. Stop right there, kid! Oh my goodness, look who it is! That fossil is Team Rocket's! Surrender now, or prepare to fight! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! And here they are! Team Rocket! Ekans, go! Come on, Rick. This isn't the first time we fight Ekans. We can do this! Let's show those Team Rocket what we're made of. Oh no, poison. That's no good. Go for another Hyper Fang. Let's not hold our punches here. At least we grew up another level. Fantastic. And now it's time for Meow. Rick, you can keep going a little bit, right? Oh no. Bite. Oh, that's hurt. That's nasty. That Meowth is fast. I'm going to have to go for Quick Attack. Wow. Rick, you are incredible. Let's take some rest, Rick. You've done some good efforts so far. I'm going to send out Picard for the last one. Coffin, go! Let's paralyze it with Thunder Wave first. I don't know what kind of moves this Coughing has, but I don't want it to use Smog on me, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, that's not a lot of damage. Oh, that's what I was fearing. I have to be careful, I don't want anyone to get knocked out so close to the exit. So let's switch to Nina. As soon as the battle's over, I'm going to use an antidote on Rick. There you go. We should be safe that way. Nina can resist Smog a lot better because she's a poison type herself. Voila! And Picard grew to level 17. Great. A brat beat us? Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light! I think the quote they should have used here is, "It looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again!" But maybe they just used an escape rope and warped out. Okay, let's heal up Rick. You did well, Rick. You took on 2 of their Pokémon, including Ekans. I'm proud of you. But we have to switch things around. Everyone is exhausted. So let's switch Lee back to the top. Alright, we're at the exit. Here you go. We made our way out of Mt.Moon. Finally, that was quite the episode. We almost reached 50 minutes. After that, we're going to make our way to Cerulean City. We want to challenge the Cerulean City gym leader after all. But until next time, I'm going to wish you all a good night. And when the next episode begins, I will have caught a Clefairy. I'll go back to Mt.Moon and I'll catch a Clefairy before recording the next one, so I'll have something to show you next time. That's something to look forward to. Good night everyone, and thanks for watching.